years ago, Joshua Butler Elementary School instituted Conscious Discipline in an effort to change the culture of the school. During that time, Butler raised its letter grade from a D to B. In recognition of this, and for their many accomplishments, Butler Principal Denise Rehm has been named the 2015 Louisiana Principal of the Year. Here is the story of Butler's success.
Ready? Stop. Take a deep breath. And relax. Stop. Take a deep breath. And relax. And one more time, smile this time. Smile. Take a deep breath. And relax.
Conscious discipline is a way to allow the children to self-regulate, to realize when they are under stress, whether it's in their family or here at school, either caused by something that they have no control over or something maybe in the classroom. It gives them the opportunity to realize that they feel their heartbeat, they feel their breathing change, and they can do something about it. They can regulate the way that they feel by the way that they breathe, and they can keep telling themselves over and over, I'm safe, I can handle this, breathe. And it helps them to calm down in situations where they might otherwise react in a way that's not safe for them or for some other students.
We try to treat the whole child here. We want to look at everything from their safety to their health. We want them to feel like they're in a family environment. Some of our kids come here with lots of struggles, and there's lots of challenges that their families face. And so by creating a school family here, we help kids feel safe so that they come to school and they can be ready to learn.
We actually talk about what's happening in your brain. We want to get you from the emotional state to the executive state, which governs how you're going to solve problems. And they actually use that terminology as young as kindergarten and first grade.
4 years ago, we decided to become a bucket filling school. We were the first bucket filling school in Louisiana, and basically that philosophy is that everyone has an invisible bucket. And our job is to make sure that we are filling that bucket with kind actions and deeds. And if someone's dipping into your bucket, you put your lid on top. And not to be a bucket dipper, meaning not to do ugly things and mean things and hurtful things to others. And so this took off with our kids, and our kids started to really grasp that. But we noticed that our students were still having a lot of trouble dealing with anger and how to deal with conflicts that were happening here at school and then also in the community. And until we deal with what they're coming in with, then they're not ready. So that's why we said we need to try it and we need to do it. And so far, it's working.
Okay, guys. Y'all had a problem earlier today, and are y'all willing to go back in time and work out what happened earlier?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so y'all ready? We're gonna roll back time. Ready?
Roll back time.
Okay, put your feet on the first set of prints, and the first thing we do is?
Stop, take a deep breath, and relax.
All right, move up to the next set of prints. And we're going to wish each other well. You ready?
From my heart to your heart, I wish you well.
All right. On 3, we're going to say let's do it really loud. Ready?
1, 2, 3, let's do it.
All right. Now, you need to use your big voice and say what he did to you today that you did not like, and then tell him what you want him to do.
I don't like it when you call me stupid, so may you please stop and call me Ryan. You have to do that.
All right. Switch places. All right, can we move past what happened earlier today?
Yes.
All right, what are we going to do to seal the deal so we know that it's all over with?
Man, we cool? Yes.
All right, way to go.
I can feel safe around everybody, and I'm not scared to say my opinions around my teachers or anybody at school. It's actually like a home here. You don't feel sad or nothing. People don't tease you.
Being safe for our kids is extremely important because many of them come from neighborhoods where it's not safe. And they tell us this. They tell us their fears. They may not be able to go outside and play in their neighborhoods because of elements that are there. And so we make sure that that is a major theme of our school and Conscious Discipline, is that here they are safe. They're safe to be who they are. They're safe to come to us with their problems. They're safe to be able to think for themselves without a whole lot of judgment. And we see that on a daily basis, the kids even reminding each other of, at times, you know, you're safe, you can handle this. And to me, when they go back to their homes and the children use conscious discipline there with their family, then that tells us that we have really done our job.
We want to make sure that they know that they have come to a safe place. This is their school family, and a lot of times there's things that happen at the bus stop or on the bus, or even maybe other things happening in the community that comes onto our campus. So by them being greeted in the morning, we're letting them know we're here for you. You are now at your school family, you are safe, and we're ready to learn.
Good morning, this is Joshua Butler. What do you say?
We're gonna have a great day.
We'll work hard to keep you safe.
We're gonna help in every way.
Great, you did it. Let's go, guys.
In the morning, we also have our own students, our safety ambassadors, greeting our car riders in the morning as they come into the building, so that way they can also receive that welcome, knowing that they're transitioning into school and that they're in a safe place, and to leave behind whatever might have happened before they got to school.
I feel safer at Butler because I'm in this room.
Before Conscious Discipline, we would deal a lot with children who were losing control in the classrooms. We would have to spend more time having conferences with parents, having conferences with students, writing out behavior reports or suspensions or things like that. And that took a lot of time out of the teacher's day. And so it helped in eliminating some, not all, but some of those aspects where we had some major issues. Now we can handle it in the classroom without having to send most of it to the office. We can handle it by asking the students to go to the safe place, or on their own, they can choose to go to the safe place in our classrooms where they can take time out and breathe, feel safe, and realize that they can gain self-control and then go back to their job, which is to learn.
My friend put me on a contract because I wasn't doing so good on my grades and hanging out with the wrong friends. So she put me on a contract, so I started making better grades.
The difference that I noticed is, you know, our kids here, K through 5, had a lot of trouble with anger and not knowing where to put it, what to do with it. So it usually results in, you know, kicking, screaming. After instituting Conscious Discipline, I actually see kids as young as 5 actually realize, okay, right now I'm going bug crazy mad, and there's strategies that we teach them both in the classroom and daily in our morning assembly. But the skill that we're teaching them is it's a grown-up skill. So now we have kids that actually will go to another child and help them breathe, or help them do the drain, or help them star or balloon, and they're actually learning about what's happening in their brain. We actually talk about what's happening in your brain.
When we're becoming bug crazy mad, we're moving from that executive part of the brain where we can think and learn, and you move into that emotional or survival part of the brain where you're kicking things and hitting things. What do you need to do? What is a strategy that you can use in order to become caterpillar calm? Monet, give me one strategy. Star. Everyone do it with me. This is my favorite because no one has to know we're doing it. Ready? Stop. Take a deep breath and relax. Give me
Our students every single day, they come in, we do breakfast on the go, where they come into the cafeteria, they get their little bagged breakfast, and they come into morning assembly. We start morning assembly, and that is a way, again, for us to connect. Every single day, we go through the strategies for composing ourselves if we're angry. We go through the routines and expectations every day. We go through a chant and a cheer that we do. We also do song and dance together, and it's so that they know we are together as a family. And it's just our time also as a faculty to just look around and see what students might need a little extra guidance in the morning. Maybe they're having a rough start. And so by us being able to just look around, we're able to actually de-escalate some situations before they actually happen. And we're able to get those students on the right page so that they can learn.
Before we had the morning assembly, people would get in trouble and they wouldn't have so much fun at school. They would want to run around. But now that we do have it, it's, like I said, it's fun. And my favorite part is when we all get together and sing a song, because it makes me feel at home.
we find that our kids are more compassionate, more willing to share, more willing to be helpful, and in the long run, they're willing to cooperate and do what they need to do so that they can be good students in the classroom.
Students must have consistent routine, and if that consistent routine is changed, then you have more problems. And so it's just very important they like that routine, and sometimes you might look at it and say, oh my gosh, you know, y'all do that every single day. Does it get old? It doesn't get old. The kids look forward to it. The adults look forward to it. In fact, if we ever have to cancel it or shorten it, which we've never canceled, but we've had to shorten it, they're like, well, wait, you forgot to do this part, you forgot to do that part, because they're used to that routine. And that all goes back to the patterns of the brain, and that you have to have that routine.
I think it has gotten kids to where they want to come to school because they know that they will be missed if they're not here. We are a family, and a lot of kids now, when it's time for breaks, say, how many days we're going to be off? That's going to be too long to be away from my school family.
I'm so excited. Do you know why?
We're 100% here today.
Yes, I saw the orange sign outside. 100%. That means you're all here. So you've done the first part of your job. You're here on time. So now you can do the other two parts, which is to help keep it and to learn. So you know what it means when I see the orange sign. We do the what? Happy dance. You want to help me do the happy dance? Yeah! I'm so happy. I'm so happy because you all are here. Great job, guys. Thank you for being here.
Creating safe places around the school is a critical element to Butler's success.
The safe place is somewhere where you can breathe, like if you're not in your executive stage of your brain and you can't think right, you go to there and you can breathe, you can cry, you can do whatever you need to do until you're ready to get to school.
The safe place in the classroom is a place where kids are able to go when they recognize that they are feeling upset. It's a place where they can go to de-escalate and self-regulate themselves, to practice their breathing strategies, and then think about what can they do to solve whatever the problem is that they're facing. And it cuts down on disruptions in the classroom and gives them an opportunity to learn to be problem solvers and to solve conflicts on their own.
I even have one in my office set up, and I have a little student, and my account clerk was telling me yesterday, he came up and he was just really upset. He had had a hard time in lunch. He came up and he said he was just really mad, and so instead of sitting outside waiting or whatever, he just came straight into my office and went to my safe area where the beanbag was at, and she came in and said, what are you doing? He's like, I'm in the safe place, I need to breathe. And he did it, and then he was able, so we didn't have a fight, we didn't have any of that. He was able to do it himself. He was able to self-regulate, which is what we're trying to teach them.
When everybody upset, they ask the teacher to go to the safe place, and the teacher comes and talk to you and talk about how you're feeling right now, or if you're mad, how you're feeling right now. She grabs some cranky cream or some sad cream or disappointed cream, and she pour it into your hand or wish you well, and she squeezes to your hand and she rubs your hand back and forth and starts singing a song.
Well, it's very important for kids to be exposed to touch, and that's one of the ways that we connect with people is through touch, playfulness, eye contact, and that's how we utilize the cranky cream and getting kids to realize sometimes that can be very soothing, just the tactile part of the teacher rubbing the cream on the student's hands. Also in the safe place, it's very important that you create a friends and family board, and that's something that can help remind you that you do have people that care about you outside of school. At Butler, we even have a safe place for teachers, a place where teachers can go if they need to regain their own composure. We have cranky cream and concentration cream that can help them. They also have a place where they can write things. There's aspirin in there if they have a headache. It's just kind of a place to decompress if they need to take a break from the day. So it is important even for our teachers.
As a faculty, we work together to maintain the discipline and the safe environment that we have. We've done Saturday tutorings after-school tutoring 3 days a week for 6 different classes of 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. And that helps to let the children know that all of the teachers care about them. It's not just their 5th grade or their 1st grade teacher. We're all a team here, and we're all team players.
We are doing lots of academic interventions here, as well as with our conscious discipline effort for behavior. For reading in our lower grades, for K through 2, we actually do an additional hour of reading interventions every single day. In 2nd grade this year, we've decided to target writing, so they're really working on the writing. This is really trying to help our students. We level them based on their Fontes and Pinnell scores. So our higher students are being pushed even further, and then our students that are struggling are actually being targeted on the specific skills that they need help in. And they get that 4 days a week, an hour every day. And that's in addition to the 120 minutes that they receive in ELA in the morning. In our upper grades for 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we're actually being a little bit creative, and 4 days a week during PE. Our students who we've identified as needing some extra help go to our reading interventionist and receive, we do the language program, so we're using a lot of flexible grouping so that way we can target specific students that need help. And we do a lot of creative things here as well as for scheduling. Our librarian, she now actually teaches a science social studies 5th grade block, which allows for our reading interventionists for our upper grades to be able to do reading interventions. So it's creative scheduling and people being willing to go above and beyond what their job description calls for in the best interest of the students, and that's what happens here. You can go in and also see on a daily basis teachers pulling students during their planning time. Also, students will eat lunch with their teachers and also work on academic interventions. I have our ESL teacher also is pulling and doing math interventions before school starts. So lots and lots of interventions.
My first reaction to conscious discipline was one of skepticism. I wasn't quite convinced that, that it would work, especially the assembly in the morning where we gathered the entire campus and sing and dance basically. And I saw some huge problems in implementing things like that. But I went along with it, and I trust Ms. Rehm and her judgment. But I was skeptical to begin with that this would help. And I was proven incorrect. I think that this was a good choice for us. It fits well with our faculty, with our staff, with the children that we deal with on a daily basis. It does give us the opportunity to explain to the children the functioning of their brain in the way that they react to the things that happen to them. And we try to get them from that emotional part of their brain where they're just reacting to the part of their brain where they can think about it and rationalize what their response is going to be. And it has been amazing.
We have seen a tremendous gain not only in test scores, but also in our students. The climate of our school has changed significantly for the better.
The success of Butler going from a D school to a B school, I think, is a myriad of things. Conscious discipline, I think, has been very important to that end.
There were hoots and hollers from faculty and the kids as well when we learned that we went from a D to a B. We knew we could do it. We were expecting C, which would have been great for us. And when the announcement came that it was a B, that was even a much greater surprise, and we sailed on that till the end of the year. And we're still sailing on it now. Our children now want to maintain that status, so we're getting them to push even further and harder to make sure that that B is maintained, because we can do it, and the kids know that we can do it, the parents know that we can do it, and the faculty believe that we can do it as well.
Through this leadership, Mrs. Rehm was recognized as State Principal of the Year.
It's fun watching Ms. Rehm have fun with us and dancing and singing. It's just fun. She understands about how you're feeling and what you're talking to her about, and she cares a lot about people.
I don't think that conscious discipline alone was the key factor in Ms. Rehm's Principal of the Year. She has come to us with the idea that we should all think out of the box. And she does, and she expects us to think out of the box as well. And if those things don't work, well, we try something different. And she's not one to be fearful of anything. And so she expects us to be the same way. If we think we can do something and we try it and it works, that's great with her. She never asks us as a faculty to do anything that she herself wouldn't do. If she wants tutoring done, she'll also tutor children. If she expects us to have conferences with our parents and our children, she'll do it as well. I like the idea that she gives us the opportunity to think out the box, to be able to come up with plans of action and then implement them and see if they work. And she's all in favor of anything that is for the children.
I do believe that conscious discipline will work in elementary, middle, or high. I believe that it starts with the leader, truly believing in it, and getting people to buy into it with that leader. And I truly believe that no matter the age, children want love, they want to be successful. It's just getting to know their stories and finding how to tap into what's going to motivate them and get them to believe in themselves.
Way down in the soul. It starts in the heart, way down.